many years, this is the first time I've been asked to be a guest speaker. This further confirms that the Rotary Club is willing to take chances. I would like for you to hear me tonight as a storyteller rather than your speaker. And the good news about the story you're going to hear is it is entirely true, enduring, and filled with success. In 1963, my family moved to Gallatin. For my husband, Dan P. Heron, to accept the position of principal of Gallatin High School. Previously, he had been principal of Fayetteville Central High School, and on coming to this new appointment, he was young, optimistic, and eager for a new challenge. It was during this first year, 1963-64, that two visionaries from the Rotary Club approached Dan with a dream to promote academic excellence. Academic successes were highly celebrated in public schools, so why not place equal value on academic success? Excuse me. This was the days before we had partnerships between the community and the schools. In other words, we credit the Rotary Club with pioneering partnerships in Gallatin. The vision was readily accepted by the school and the Rotarians, resulting in a successful endeavor that has endured for 50 years. The custom at Gallatin High School had been to honor the top 3 graduating seniors for their outstanding achievement. Through a joint effort between the Rotary Club and the school, it was decided that this should be expanded to honor the top 30 students rather than top 3, and that this recognition should not only be for students, but also for their parents. Thus was born the Top 30 Banquet. The timing was perfect. New principal looking for new ideas, and a civic club eager to promote academic excellence. This would offer many students an opportunity to be recognized for the first time. This was not a trouble-free plan. The grading scale had to be altered to encourage students to take more challenging courses. They also had to worry about them being penalized for taking standard courses. So over the next several years, this became a work in progress. A quality point system was developed, which assigned extra points for honors courses and even more credit for advanced placement courses. This established the value placed on a standard course A at 4 points, an honors A at 5 points, and an AP course A at 6 points. A problem then presented itself dealing with standard courses taken that were considered non-academic. 2 of the real cliffhangers I remember were band and typing, or as you would say, keyboarding. There were others. To prevent students from being penalized for taking standard or non-academic courses as electives, a plan was adopted to give extra credit for that you had by taking any courses more than the required for graduation. You'll notice a plaque that hangs on the wall, and it has the graduating honor students listed in alphabetical order until 1979-80. This was during the time that major tweaking or whatever was going on to try to make this program as fair as possible. It was never a perfect system, but finally in 1979-80, the graduating seniors were listed according to class rank. As the students became more familiar with this honor, the world became more competitive, not just for students, but for parents. Frustrated parents felt that you should count the GPA on whole numbers, not decimals. That was one of the problems I remember vividly. Other problems involved, my parents can't come, I don't have a sport coat, or I have a blended family with 4 parents. We could always locate a sport coat, and a faculty member made a good stand-in for parent, and the Rotary Club always accommodated extra parents. All of these problems were minor compared to the pride and prestige the students felt by receiving this honor. I will remember the first student I had to come to me and say, "I won't be at the Rotary Club banquet. My parents can't come. My dad is a truck driver, coast to coast, and on that night he'll be far away from home, and my mom won't come without him." But I also remember the joy on that young man's face when he arrived at the banquet with both parents. I might mention also that that young man received an academic scholarship to Vanderbilt University where he earned a degree in physics. The partnership has endured for 50 years because both parties had a common goal, an outstanding school that was all-inclusive, academics, the arts, as well as athletics. The Rotary Club can feel a sense of satisfaction in knowing that they played a role in Gallatin High School being honored as one of the top 3 schools in the state of Tennessee in the 1980s. Partnerships in a community between businesses and schools are now commonplace. A lesson can be learned from the Rotary Club because it's good for the school, it was good for the community, and it's good for the Rotary Club. I had an opportunity to work with this event for 30 years. I recall names such as Mr. Harpo, Mr. Goodlow, and others who were always available and eager to help with the details. Betty Hooper provided many fresh flowers over the years. I observed firsthand the benefits that were enjoyed by the students. I witnessed the students striving to reach this plateau. I saw the joy of success as well as the frustration of disappointment. I saw students who for the first time were recognized for their efforts. I recall one year I had a student to come to my room and say, "Have you heard anything from the top 30? And I said, "No, I haven't, but it's that time, so we should be hearing something right away." He said, "I want to make that top 30 so badly. I don't care if I'm number 30, I just want to make it." Not too many days later, that same student appeared in my doorway with a rather questionable expression on his face. As I walked back to meet him, I said, "You didn't make it?" He said, "I'm number 30. I said, "Well, that's all you asked for." He said, "Well, couldn't I have been number 29? Over the period of 50 years, approximately 1,500 students in this school have been recognized for their academic accomplishments. From this group, we find outstanding individuals who are now our civic leaders, Rotary Club members, educators, ministers, the medical professions such as the doctors, nurses, pharmacists, dentists, veterinarians, lawyers, CPAs, bankers, farmers, engineers, chemists, physicists, actors, authors, entrepreneurs, government employees and officials, career armed forces, men and women, actuaries, and on and on. And we have some of the most beautiful success stories out of these people. We have a retired member of Cracker Barrel. We have a senior vice president with Johnson & Johnson, who's now working in London. Real soon now, we're going to have a beautiful new bridge across the Cumberland River. And as you drive across it, you can say one of our top 30 students designed this bridge. We also have representatives from this group who have their pictures displayed in the hallway as outstanding alumni. We hear that it takes a village to rear a child. Maybe we should add that it takes a partnership to build an outstanding school. I recently reread the letter that was mailed yearly to the parents of the honor students. It said, "The Rotary Club has chosen this method to honor academic excellence in the classroom. Gallatin High School is glad to be able to sponsor this event." I like Dr. Martin Luther King's translation of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. He said, "Faith is taking the first step when you can't see the whole staircase." That's what the Rotary Club did. And I can tell you, we haven't yet seen the whole staircase. There have been many spin-offs from this Top 30 program throughout our state and even some of the other states. Also, thanks to our Rotary Club, we now honor the vocational students of Gallatin High School. I told you this would be a story about success and endurance. To you, honor students, I challenge you to dare to dream. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Dr. Moffitt and Dr. Thomas had a dream of promoting excellence in our school. With the support of the Rotary Club, 50 years later, we're still enjoying the fruits of that dream. Let your life be one of service and fulfillment. You too may be just the one who will provide motivation and encouragement to the next generation. One of my mother's favorite quotes was, "All that you do, do with all your might, for half-done work is never done right." I wish for you the best. You're on your way. May your journey be joyful and peaceful. Thank you.